He doesn't even recognize his own fake images at this point. But, you know, here's what I watched the whole thing.
Did you?
And I'm really starting to feel sorry for him. He's over his head. The simplest questions he cannot answer. He knows that only immigration is maybe where he's been somewhat successful. It's like, and then he turns on Terry Moran when he asks, how dare you ask me a question I can't answer? I mean, the guy, the guy is over his head, and he knows it. I feel bad for him now. Or as he would say,
So here's what went down, and trust me, you'll want to hear every bit of this. Just last night, ABC News dropped a big one, a wide-ranging sit-down interview with you, know who, President Donald Trump, marking his first 100 days back in the spotlight. He was grilled on everything from tariffs and cabinet picks to, most controversially, the accidental deportation of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a man reportedly in the U.S. legally. And let's just say, Trump was Trump. When confronted with evidence that the deportation was based on a false image, a Photoshop tattoo supposedly showing MS-13, he dismissed it. He insisted the tattoos were real. ABC's Terry Moran pushed back, but Trump dug his heels in and even threw some shade. I picked you for this interview and never even heard of you. That's okay.
He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattooed.
Oh, he had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was Photoshopped. So let me
That was Photoshopped. Terry, you can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You know, you're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay. But I picked you, Terry, but you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
Right. We'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry, do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture.
And you think it was Photoshopped? Well,
here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Go look at his hand. He had MS-13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted that way. I'm not an expert on them.
Now, here's where it exploded on The View the next day. Enter Whoopi Goldberg, and you already know she came in hot. She and her fellow co-hosts didn't just criticize Trump's handling of the interview, they went for the jugular. Whoopi flat out said the image was fake, which it was, mocked Trump for not knowing it, and suggested he was completely over his head. Joy Behar chimed in, calling the former president lost, while Sunny Hostin warned that the refusal to follow a Supreme Court order amounted to a constitutional crisis. And she didn't just say it once, she said, "We are in it, right now." But you know what? While it made for fiery television, I couldn't help but feel like the panel, especially Whoopi, missed the forest for the trees. Yes, Trump stumbled, no doubt. Citing a photoshopped image as fact? That's sloppy at best, dangerous at worst, and ignoring a Supreme Court ruling, that raises serious questions about the rule of law. But here's the thing. Immigration was always Trump's battlefield, and he won many voters over with promises to tackle it head-on. His stance may be controversial, but it's not baseless crime at the border, gang threats, and security concerns are real to millions of Americans. Where The View lost me was when it became more about mockery than accountability. Instead of analyzing how misinformation influenced a legal disaster, it turned into a roast session. He doesn't even recognize fake images, Whoopi laughed. Joy said she felt bad for him. But is that really the focus here? Shouldn't we be talking more about the systems that failed? What happened to Abrego Garcia is tragic. He was reportedly here legally, and yet he was deported, his life disrupted, all based on misinformation. That's the real headline, not Trump's stumbles, not Whoopi's punchlines. The true crisis isn't just who's in power, it's how power is used when the truth becomes optional. And honestly, while Sunny was right to sound the alarm on due process being ignored, saying we're already in a constitutional collapse feels a bit theatrical. America's democracy is still standing, and it's moments like this with journalists pressing presidents, courts pushing back, and citizens demanding answers that keep it alive.